Hey everyone, I passed the PMP exam with triple ats, above target in all three domains, and I want to share what I learned along the way. This isn't going to be a how-to video. I'm not here to walk you step by step through the process. There are tons of videos out there for that. What I want to do is share what it actually felt like to go through it. The mindset, the surprise, the hard parts, and what I'd tell anyone thinking about taking that leap. First of all, why I did it. I got my PMP because I wanted to create more job opportunities for myself. I already had an MBA in IT management, but I knew the PMP would make my resume stand out. I've always enjoyed project work, and let's be honest, project management shows up in every industry, so it just made sense. Going in, I felt confident, maybe too confident. I was scoring well on the practice exams from the PMI study hall, so I thought I was in great shape. But the actual exam, it was hard. Every question felt like its own challenge. Luckily, I had just finished my degree, so I was already in study mode. I carved out time every single day to focus, reviewing vocabulary, running through scenarios, and just locking in that mindset. That commitment made all of the difference. What surprised me most was how much abstract thinking the PMP required, even more than my MBA, if you can believe that. You don't just pick the best answer. You have to understand who you are in the scenario, what the team dynamics are, who's making the decision, and why it matters. It's not just about the right answer, it's about the right perspective. The application process, writing the application wasn't bad. I picked projects where I had a clear leadership role and I wrote about them using project management terms. Not just what I accomplished, but how I ran things. I treated it like a reflection of how I think as a project manager. Yep, I did get audited. It's supposed to be random, but I got the email, no big deal. It just meant I had to get my project work verified by people I worked with. Luckily, I still had those contacts on LinkedIn, sent them the link, asked politely, and they came through for me. I did a 5-day PMP boot camp through work. That laid the foundation, but the real value came from the PMI study hall practice exams. Those questions were brutal, but they're what made me exam ready. You don't really need to know you're ready until those practice questions start making sense. And what I would do differently, if I could go back, I'd spend more time mastering PMP vocabulary. And there's actually sections on the PMI website specifically to go over the vocabulary so that you really understand it. The language on the exam is very specific. Every word matters, and sometimes two answers look right, but only one fits the definition exactly how PMI means it. That level of nuance takes time to learn. During the test, I aimed for 1 minute per question. I was feeling okay at first, but as the hours ticked by, the mental drain set in. I've taken a lot of exams and certifications, but this one was something else. You're not just being tested on knowledge, you're being tested on focus, discipline, and resilience. I finished the last question in the final minute, barely made it, but I got there. Honestly, the exam itself was the hardest part. 4 hours of high stakes thinking and every question asking, do you really know your stuff? It humbles you, no matter how prepared you are. When I found out I passed, I was elated. All the study time, the doubt, the audit, suddenly it all meant something. The PMP is no joke. Not everyone finishes that journey, and having that validation, it felt amazing, humbling even. I had already had a great job, so I didn't take the PMP to escape something. But even now, I think about it every day. communication, collaboration, it's everywhere. And PMP gave me a new lens to see through. If someone told me they were thinking about going for the PMP, I'd say you can absolutely do it, but it's not like school. This isn't about memorizing formulas or regurgitating steps. It's about understanding people, priorities, pressure, money, time, and conflict, all wrapped into real-world decision making. And the best part, these skills translate to every industry. If you're on the PMP journey right now, keep going. You're building more than knowledge. You're building clarity. If this helped, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more real-world takes on certifications, leadership, and leveling up. Good luck. I know you've got this.